Hello dear friends and welcome back to our channel. Today we'll be looking at how to add headers, footers and watermark on Word. How to add headers, footers and watermark to our document on Word. So the first thing that we'll try to look at is how to add an header, and also then followed by how to add a footer. And also the last thing that we'll be able to look at is that how to add a watermark. In this video, I expect you to know the basics of Word, and this means that you have at least learned how to use Word, MS Word. Either you have used either MS Word 2016, 2015, or even 2019 or even 2013, 2010, or any MS Word that you have been able to use. So if you have those basics, this video will be easy for you to understand and also to relate with whatever that you'll be using. Also to understand what do we mean by the word header and also footers, and at the long last, what do we mean at the when we say watermark. So the first thing that we should understand is how do we use headers, how do we use footers, and how do we use watermarks. So for headers are used either to show the company name, the name of the author, the page numbers, and so on and so forth. The same case as footers. For watermark, they are used to show the credibility of a document. So without wasting much time, let us get started. For the first thing that you'll look at is headers. So for us to be able to look at headers, you come here at insert button at the top here next to home. After clicking insert, you move to the right hand side and there is 3 buttons here, the one written header, footer and page number. So the one that we'll start with is the one written as headers. So the first thing, we click on header, and then a drop down menu will pop up with different options. A pop-up menu will pop up with different options. So there are so many headers by default that you can be able to use here, and also you can just select any that you wish to use. For me, I'll select, just let me check the one, I'll check this one, I'll use this one. And when you click that header that you have selected, then you can be able to end it, the header. So for example, in this one, I'll just write the title of this session. So I write, for example, I can write even the name of the YouTube channel. So I'll write GTech Solutions KE. So when we add an header, you realize that you just type in one document, and each and every document that follows, the header is added automatically. You don't need to type the first one, then you type the second one and the third one and the fourth one. So this one is mostly used whereby you want to use either to show the title of the book that you are writing, an article, or any document that you are writing. And also it can be used especially whereby you are sending a letter that you want at the top of the letter to display a specific message or a specific title, that each and every time the person sees that specific message, he or she will be able to understand where the letter is coming from. So another thing is that the header, you can end it, you can format, you can change the layout, you can do a lot. But for this video, I'll be just showing you how you can be able to insert. But in these other categories, you can see how you can be able to end it using several options. You can also insert an Excel if you wish, but for us, we'll not do that. So an header, we have said it is used at the top of the document, where it is used to display a specific text that has been entered either by the user or the writer of the document that is being designed, or the document that is being typed. So that's basically how you can be able to add a header. And in case you want now, for example, you have created that header, and in that situation, you are done with your header. How do you make sure? How do you change whatever you have used? So for example, I just click another different header and I can be able to use it. So for example, in this case, it has displayed in this, I clicked a footer. Sorry for that. So I'll just go back to insert, then click enter, then click this one. So if you select another different ender, it replaces the previous ender that was there. It replaces the previous ender that was there. So for example, in this one, I can write Baraton. Then I can write here School of Business, School of Business, School of Business, BS. Then at long last, at the end of here, I can write my name now. So in this case, you have seen that you can be able now to use this document to write so many other functions, and each and every time you insert a footer and ender, it appears in all the document. So for you to exit in this ender that you have inserted, you just click close ender here. So there is a button that will appear here every time that you try to add an ender. Then you just click that. Then you'll be able to exit. And when you exit, you realize that the ones that you have typed will remain at the top of each and every page that you have written. So for example, if I come to the second page, you realize that we have those ones remaining there. So the next thing that we look at is how to add a footer. So how to add a footer? A footer is the one that mostly used to display the page numbers of a document. For example, a book. At the bottom of every book, you realize that there is a page number, page 1, page 2, page 100, page 50, page, any page number is used, or any page has a number, and these numbers are inserted using footers. So for us to be able to insert a footer, just click insert again. Now you not click the ender, you click footer. When you click footer, there are so many by default. There are so many of them by default, so you can select the one that appeals your eyes. So for example, I select this one. So you realize this one is automatically picking even my name as George Mutembei because I have logged to Microsoft with my name. So this is page 1 and it is with my name. If I go to page 2, it has my name again. If I go to page 3, it has my name. And besides this name, there is a page number. For example, this is page 1. This is page 2, and lastly, this is page 3. So each and every time that you write a document, you can set either an ender to display a given text, information, or a title of a book, and also you can be able to insert a footer. And we have seen that a footer can be used to display either the page number or added information. For example, the footer can have the name of the author and the page number, for example, in my case, or the page can have the title of the book and also the page number. It can have anything that you wish to input in the footer. And we said if you have typed your work and you have inserted either your footer or your ender, you click this button that appears on your right hand side, which is written close ender and footer. Just click that and you are able to exit. The last thing that we look at is how to add a watermark. How to add a watermark. Maybe in one way or another you have come across a watermark. A watermark are ones that are written and you can be able to see them, but they are in the background of the text of the document. For example, you have a document written very well and you realize at the background there is a text displayed there, either original copy or confidential document, or even if you are using exams for people who did the high school, you realize that it is written either JESMA, TAP, or any other name. So for us to insert that one, how do we do it? So first thing, you go back. Besides insert, there is a tab written design. When you click design and go to the right hand side corner, you realize there is a button written watermark. When you click that watermark, it brings the default copies or the default watermarks that you can use. For example, if I click this first one, I click that, it writes confidential. If you look carefully, you realize that there is a word confidential in the background. There is a word confidential in the background. But now let's make this word more visible. How do we make it more visible? Because the one that I have inserted is not that visible. Then you come down here and click custom watermark. Then for us, we use a different color. So for example, I select black. If I select black and click apply and then OK, then now the work that I have, the document will have this big word written in the background of your document, written as confidential. So for example, it's not of must that you use confidential or original copy or a copy. You can also customize whatever you want to display in the background of your document. In this case, you come back to the and watermark, then you click custom watermark. After clicking custom watermark, in the second here, in this dialog, you realize that there is somewhere written, the first one is language, the second one is text. So you can be able to select a text that you want to enter. For me, I'll just use GTech solutions, then KE. So after entering the name that you wish to use, then select a color that you wish to use. For me, I'll use red. Then click apply, then OK. Then OK, then close. Then you realize that that word will display at the background of your document. In this case, it is GTech Solutions. So in today's video, we have looked on how to add a watermark, how to add footers, how to add enders. So if you have not understood anything, please revisit the video again and again and again, and you'll be able to understand. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video.